So the leaderpreneur skill set represents really a creative capability, the ability to synthesize leadership, management, entrepreneurship, communication, and collaboration skills unlocks really a whole new capability within an individual. And that's super important for a very simple reason. We're going forward into the age of AI. And so the challenge now is, how do we actually execute all those great ideas that we have with the AI that we choose to talk to? Right? We're able to generate images, ideas, deep consulting reports. There's no limit to what we can achieve with an AI in terms of a digital interaction. But then how do we go materialize that out into the real world? How do we actually get other people to listen to us? Well, that's going to take leadership skills. How do we get people to actually deliver performance? Guess what? That's going to take management skills. Yes, okay, we're able to generate some ideas with the AI, but how are we going to transform that into prototypes? How are we going to test that out? How are we going to make sure that those innovations create value inside the organization? That's going to take entrepreneurship skills. And just because you're doing it on your own with one AI, how are you going to work together effectively with your colleagues, your peers, your customers, your prosumers, your seniors, your stakeholders, so many different people? You're going to need collaboration skills. And finally, of course, you're going to need those all-important communication skills to be able to synthesize a common understanding and explain what is actually going on. Because as we go forward into the age of infinity, where there's an infinite amount of information that we're drowning in, clear and concise communication becomes critical. So what I invite you to consider is that the Leaderpreneur framework describes what an AI-enabled leader needs in order to be able to be effective, to be able to leverage the power of the AI and translate that into real-world outcomes. They're going to need those 5 skills. And that's really, in many ways, what the Leaderpreneur logo represents. The 5 arrows are the 5 skills. So make sure you develop those skills as you go forward as an AI-enabled leader and build your better world.